Today, 2nd of August, has not been easy. And of course, particularly the crew of Noble TV Live. We have Valentine Agogo, of course, on the scene to find actually what is on. Why are labor union vexed with removal of first subsidy? He moved in to Asaba Delta State, where he sat and interviewed several other labor leaders who held their opinion or what seemed to be their pains about removal of subsidy, which President Ahmed Bola Tinubu removed on the 29th of May 2023. Hear what labor union leaders have to say about the removal and the pains they are passing through and their demand from Nigerian government.
This is what we produce, but our naira will continue to gain strength. So I want to thank the Nigerian police once again, the forces, like DSS, for the role they play today. It shows that they are also in pain. They are feeling our pains. Of course, they are even suffering the most because their own is worse. They are suffering, but they cannot talk. So we are their megaphone. We are their mouthpiece. We should speak for them. Thank you very much.
Welcome live to Noble TV Live, and I'm here with an honorable. Please introduce yourself, sir.
All right, my name is Comrade Ofonya the Innocent, JP. I'm the Deputy President of the Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAO, and the immediate past Secretary of the NLC in Delta State.
Okay. So we can see that the NLC already started the protest already. So how feasible, how realistic do you think this protest will yield results?
Well, the results are coming. The first result is that this protest is held. I want to congratulate the president of the NLC and members of the CWC and NEC, and of course the TUC as well, for allowing this to hold. Because if it had not held, they will still be taking us for granted. Now we have started. The problem is that you must hear us out. The worst thing you can do to a man is to steal his voice. They should hear us. The government told us that few Nigerians are the ones fleecing the country and using the subsidy, the revenue accruing to them subsidy to fleece the nation. Where are the persons? If you know them, bring them to book. Bring them to justice. You said they are carrying our fruit across the borders. We have people in the borders. We have men, armed men there, employed by the government, engaged by the government. Hold them to ransom. Change them.
So is it feasible that the NLC is going to see this 6 days strike protest through, or just going to be a one-day thing? Like most people in government are saying that it's not going to be seen through. That it's more like an initial gra-gra. Is it going to be seen through?
No, it cannot be initial gra-gra. There are processes. We will not want to let our cats out of the bag. Yeah, it's a game. You see, it's like a mind game. The government have been stopping us from going on the streets since. This is the same government that came through protests. Recall 2012, when they occupied Nigeria. It took the government of Jonathan, 2012, to know that this subsidy regime will destroy us. Let's change it. Let's pass through a new route. But they were against it. Now it's 2023 now. they are just saying it. It shows the kind of insight they have. It shows the kind of capacity they have to run this government at a huge profit. So I want to say that Labour is not against the Tinubu government. What we are against is ineptitude in governance. Yes, that's what we are against. The right men should be there, not just putting boots on ground. No, boots that will make meaningful impact in our economy and in our politics.
Once again, I want to thank you. I want to plead with you that after 7 days, beginning from today, if the federal government does not do anything like I said before, that we are still going to call you back. Please, anytime you hear this clarion call, always oblige yourself to be here, because together we will achieve. Unity in purpose will always give us the desired goal that we always want. So having said that, I want to thank you. I want to pray God that as we dispatch from here to our various destinations, that God in His infinite mercy will guide and pilot all of us. The way we came, God will take us to our various homes. We will meet our families and our loved ones in peace. Nothing of evil we shall hear, and God will continue to be with all of us until this victory is achieved. Once again, on behalf of the State Chairman of Nigerian Labour Congress, I want to say thank you, and solidarity forever. Peace and you. In Africa, Victoria, NLC, I be one call Maggie, no I cancel what I do. So the only Maggie to do my mouth every time. But so far so good, thank you and God bless you. Go in peace, and we'll see you again after 7 days if nothing happens. Thank you.
What's the name, sir?
I'm Comrade Zico Okode.
Okay, earlier we heard you give a speech on behalf of the chairman, and it was quite inspiring. So I want to just viewers out there want to just quickly know how far the Labour is willing to take this to make sure that this change we seek for the betterment of the entire Nigeria, how far they're willing to go, because right now we are at the phase of protests, and are we looking at the possibility of if the process is not heard, we're still going to press further and possibly get into an official strike or something?
Yeah, definitely. We just have to start from a place. This protest ordinarily, if not for the court injunction, what would have happened, because the federal government gave an injunction trying to stop us from embarking on a strike. So while we are waiting for the vacation of the injunction, I think the best thing for us to do is to devise an internal mechanism, first of all, to embarrass the federal government on the situation on ground because of the insensitivity. We want to start this protest, and after 7 days of today's protest, if the federal government, if they do not listen or adhere to the issues as outlined by Labour on ground, we will continue this thing until the expiration of the court injunction. And if care is not taken, if the federal government does not do anything so meaningful to see how they can ameliorate the sufferings of Nigerians, I want to tell you that the only option that will be left is for Labour and the entire Nigerians to go on strike and shut down this system until something is done. Okay. Salvage of an interest of Nigerians.
One quick curiosity about Nigerians is the true unification of the Labour in this quest, in this task, this goal that they're trying to achieve. That is the Labour unified nationwide for this protest?
Unfortunately, the political class, they are trying to bring ethnicity into this problem, because I want to be very categorical here, because we are seeing them trying to play ethnic politics here, trying to let other regions to look at it that this is a fight against the East and the West, which is not true. We are talking of interests of Nigerians, for crying out loud. The people in the West, they are buying fuel at the same price. The people in the East, they are buying fuel. And Labour came up with this issue that things are going out of hand, that we have to put this federal government on toes so that they will do the right thing. But some persons are trying to sabotage this thing, trying to bring ethnicity into this system by saying that it is a fight against the Igbos and the Yoruba, which is not true, for crying out loud. I want to use this avenue to tell all Labour leaders in Nigeria, whether you are from the West, whether you are from the North, whether you are from the East, whether you are from the South, that this call is a clarion call, is a call for everybody. It's a call for the betterment of Nigeria, irrespective of your tribe or your religion. Everybody must put hands together to see that we fight this fight and fight it to a logical conclusion. For the Westerners who are saying that it is a fight against the West, I want to correct this impression. And it is on this ground, if we don't come together as a people, as one with one purpose, my brother, we are not going to achieve this goal. And by the grace of God, we will continue to sensitize them, to let them know that the fuel they buy in the West is the same fuel we buy in the South, in the East, and in the North. There is no disparity. There is nobody that goes to the market and they give that person a different price entirely. Everybody is suffering it. So it's going to be a holistic fight. For now, we are trying to making sure that all of us unite so that the federal government will stand on their toes to do what is right. I will not just sit down here and give a round conclusion about unification, because if not for the federal government injunction, I would have not known the area all of us are going to. But we are going to go beyond labor. If labor alone is not going to achieve this thing, Nigerians should wake up. The NSAS is a test case for all of us to know. The labor did not even mobilize the NSAS before they woke up from their slumber and occupied Nigeria. The situation we are today, if the federal government does not do anything, what happened in NSAS, what will happen this time will be worse than what happened in NSAS. It's going to see a situation where even labor alone cannot control the situation in Nigeria.
One final question, sir. You mentioned the NSAS. Like during the parade, we could see that we have a lot of police vans and personnel accompanying you guys during the parade. Are they there to ensure security or to ensure that you don't go violent, or they're actually there to also partake in the protests?
These are the reason for them being here today is to avoid some persons to hijack it, because actually, like what happened in NSAS, they had a good ulterior purpose, but some persons came, they infiltrated the NSAS protests, bringing hoodlums into the situation to cause mayhem, which led to federal government turning against them. Ordinarily, if it was peaceful or true, I don't think what happened in NSAS would have taken place. So for that reason, the labor also, we saw the need for us to bring security operatives so that they can help us and making sure that hoodlums do not hijack the situation so that tomorrow we don't become the scapegoats.
Thank you very much, sir. We really hope that this call and this movement will bring the change that we also desperately desire at a time like this. Thank you very much, sir.
My name is Comrade Uche Osadebe, the immediate past local government council chairman of Oshimiri South Local Government, Delta State, Asaba.
Nice to meet you, sir. Okay, so very quickly, so how has the protest been? What has been your experience quickly?
Well, what we have done now is sensitization. We have done sensitization, waiting for government to respond. So if they don't respond within probably the time of the NLC gave them 7 days. So we expect them to respond. If they don't respond, we'll take it to the other level.
So this plans to be a daily exercise, right?
Well, it depends on their own itinerary. For us in the civil society, we are still planning our own. We have not started anything. But we have to join them, because an injury to one is an injury to all. More so, what we have now affects everybody. What is happening in Nigeria today affects everybody, not just NLC, not just workers. For those who are not working, it's not affecting them, it's affecting everybody. So that is why we came out. For us, I don't think it's going to be a daily exercise, because continuous process will affect protest or strike. Okay, this is a protest, it's not a strike. Continuous, we don't want anybody to hijack it, so that's why we are planning it very well. So it's not going to be a continuous thing. Now that I have done something today, let us see what government will do in the next 7 days. We might end up joining them again to take it to the next level.
So how does the NLC feel, knowing fully well that this same issue that affects the entire Nigeria, it's not being prioritized by all Nigerians? As we could see, moving around town and all over the country, a lot of people are working, doing their normal things, and making it look like it's a particular sector that is affected. So they are the ones crying more than the bereaved. So how does the NLC feel about that, and what's their source of encouragement to continue?
Well, I think for some of us that joined, I'm not a worker, I'm not an NLC member, but because I'm a member of civil society, I have to join. And because I'm a Nigerian, because it's affecting me, that's why I joined. Since they have seen some of us, they know that a lot of people will still join. Because most people did not know that something like this is happening today. Probably that was why they didn't join. But now they have seen that we have sensitized the people, telling them the next move. In the next one, you will see a lot of people joining. And also, when we are joining, we have to also be careful of people hijacking it. That is another thing, because you don't need everybody to be able to win this war. Okay. Just few people doing the right thing, making sure that the right thing is being done, will win it.
So one final word. What would you say about the NLC? More like people are saying it's a house divided against itself, seeing fully well that it's not a nationwide strike as it was meant to be. Like some regions are not taking it as seriously as some other regions in the country.
Well, I don't think so. Except somebody have to tell me where they are not having it. Because before I left out this morning, Kanu was already assembling. They showed it on Arise TV. I saw it. Kanu was assembling in a particular place with police everywhere and all those things. So if they can be doing it in Kanu, I don't think there's anywhere they will not do it.
Okay.
It's a nationwide strike, and I believe everybody complied.
Okay. So the NLC is very optimistic that their voice will be heard at this point in time.
Of course, it is not just NLC. We're all optimistic, but you know, let us see today what Nigerian government will do. Knowing full well that next one might not be as peaceful as this, because a lot of people now will have joined. Probably the market will be short, and every other person.
That will be like an official strike.
Yes, it will become a strike then. But today now, what we have today now is a protest, peaceful protest, telling government to do the right thing. And doing the right thing is, government cannot be telling us that people are stealing our crude. People are stealing people are stealing this in the subsidy, and all these people are making a. Why you are now imposing what the suffering on Nigerians to be the one to. Why won't you go after the people who are doing it? That is the problem with the question we're asking. Go after the people, you know them. After all, they don't give cash when you are paying payment for subsidy. You give them check. You know the people who are doing it. So except people are telling us that you are involved in it. That's why you don't want to go after the people. Because you are strong against the weak, the Nigerian people. Then you are now weak against the strong people whom you said they are making money from you. So you should go after the people. That's what we're saying. Go after the people, because the people, government does not pay with cash. Government pay with their documentations. Go after the people and not be coming to TV every time to be lamenting that people are making Nigeria. You are the one that imposed this suffering on us. Nigeria is the only OPEC country that does not have a functional refinery. Go and find it, Google it. You see it there. So what is the problem? A country like this, that Nigeria, and again, let me also say, I don't blame them. I blame you and I. I'm saying it. I blame you and I. When they say come out for protest, people will be scared of, they don't want to die, they don't want to do this. Are you not dead already? Is it until when we buy fuel, 1,000 per liter, before we not know that we are dead? We are dead already. So why should we be scared of dying? We are dead already. So you people are scared of dying. If I had not come out, I'm benefiting from government. Why did I come out? Because I know what affects another person affects me. These are the people that elect you. Why are you now underrating them? You get to somewhere, somebody will not look at the way they are carrying siren everywhere, and you are telling the people to understand. Meanwhile, government officials are not understanding. One person will take about 10-20 vehicles with filled up, with siren moving up and down, while other people are suffering. So those are the things we are saying. We must cut our coat according to our cloth, not according to our size.
Well, Valentine, I believe you must have had a very hectic time trying to get into that crowd. The crowd is so much. I commend your efforts. Of course, this is Noble TV Live. We have eye on the issue. Wherever it happens, you see Noble TV there. This is Noble TV Live. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and of course, press that notification button to get more and more information about what is happening around you. Noble TV, the first to hear the news and break the news.